FC Volendam TV wordt mede mogelijk gemaakt door GST Afbouw Volendam.
Yeah, I think the town's a really good place, really nice and small. You see a lot of people around riding bikes, which just puts a smile on my face. It shows you how good life is here. Everything's nice and close. So it reminds me of back where I used to grow up in Australia. So yeah, I like it a lot. Yeah, the players are really good as well. When I first came, I went and watched them play in their last friendly, where they won 3-1, and I saw the level, and I saw straight away that I can learn a lot of players around me, of the coaches as well. Fish, nah, not for me. Actually, a bit of fish sometimes. It depends what kind of fish, but yeah, has to be like fried fish with no bones. When I had a chat with Matthias and Wim and Jasper, you know, they were really focused on my development as a player, and as a young player, you want people that want to help you, and they showed the willingness and desire to help me grow as a player, which really won me over in terms of where I wanted to go next. And I've always known that Netherlands is a good country for young players. You know, everyone likes to play football, which is what I know I want, and I think that's what I need to get better as a footballer. Before I came here, I've never heard of it, but as soon as I moved there, I felt at home straight away. I'm an attacking, very direct winger, or across the front three. I try score goals, try get assists, try help the team whatever way I can, and I really try bring speed and intensity to my game, and I think that's a big part of it: speed, directiveness. When I was growing up, I was one of, I think, about 6 at the time. Small house. I loved it. Me and my brothers were very happy. We grew up all together in one room, which was just, I think is what made us all the people we are today. I think it was a really good time. Parents used to work really hard for us all day, all night, for years, which is why I think me and my brothers work so hard now, to repay them for what they've done for us, because we'll never forget it. I think when I started playing soccer, I was around 6 when I started going to school, and I think I was always scoring goals, always wanted to take on players and stuff, and you don't really see much players do that, especially back where I was from. And yeah, I think that sort of separated me from a lot of players around me. And obviously, as I got older, I got better, I got quicker, but also people around me got better as well. But then I was still always able to, do well against people around me. In Australia, it's just like, when you go to school, there's a school competition. So like on the weekends, all the schools will have a team for each under, so it'll be the under 6, under 7s, under 8s. So yeah, that's what I was doing until I was about 10 years old. And then I started playing school soccer, plus like local league. And then I done that for about 3 years. And then after that, I went to a semi-professional team that was 2 hours away from Melbourne, called 𝗡𝗿𝗂𝘂𝗏. When I was around 14, I started training with the senior team, and I think that was really good as well. Seeing different players, players arguing sometimes, players yelling at you, which is what you need, like, to understand that this is football, this is what happens. So I think that experience was really good for me, to grow, in order to grow. After my debut, my professional debut, that was in the Cup. And the Cup wasn't really watched that much. So I made my debut, and then I played in the Cup final. A couple weeks after that, I got injured. So I was out for about 4 or 5 weeks while the league was still on. And then when I came back for my league debut, I was able to score in that. And then after that, I just kept scoring, kept assisting, and I started getting a lot of attention. I remember we were all standing there inside like the tunnel area, and then all these players just start walking past us, all the Barcelona players. And we're just standing there like, oh my gosh, like 𝗙𝗵𝗂𝘂𝗄𝗏 walking past, 𝗡𝗵𝗂𝘂𝗄𝗏 walking past, shaking their hands. There's no real words to describe it. The feeling that, like, it's because it's like, living in Australia, it's like, these guys aren't real. But then you see me in front of your face. So it's hard to explain. And then during the game, obviously I came on after halftime. It was pretty nerve-wracking, like to play in front of, I think it was like 60,000 fans or something, to be a meter away from like Busquets, 𝗡𝗵𝗂𝘂𝗄𝗏, it's just in the match, it's just crazy. Yeah, in that game I was able to make a few opportunities for myself. Probably should have scored, but I think if I scored, who knows what would have happened. A lot of people then like found out who I was. I got a lot of attention again from that. Just there like minding my business, enjoying my football. I hear that 𝗙𝗵𝗂𝘂𝗄𝗏 was calling me a great player. I'm just like, what, is he talking about me? So it was just like, there's no words to describe it. So, but yeah, I think it was just an unreal experience. When Newcastle first came about, I remember when I was like young, like 14, 13, always at home, whenever I watched Newcastle matches, it was always like special to watch Newcastle, especially their stadium and their fans. I'm just like, imagine just playing in front of those people. Like, that would be a dream, to play in front of those people. And when the opportunity came about, I spoke with people there, and they really liked me. I think there was no other decision to be made. And yeah, here I am now. Unbelievable experience. Like, I think just going on that plane and arriving in Qatar, it's just a special feeling in the air of like, this is actually the World Cup. My first game was against France, and then I remember when I came on, I was standing next to 𝗡𝗵𝗂𝘂𝗂𝘂, shook hands after I just got subbed on, and it's just like, you can't make this up. Like, it was just unreal. Like, I think it was a really beautiful experience for me and for the whole team. That was the best the team had performed since like 2006, I'm pretty sure. Beautiful to be a part of that experience and to be a part of that campaign. Going through the round of 16 and versing Argentina and versing Messi is just something that in a million years you wouldn't think would happen. To be there standing on the same field as Messi and versing him, and also the rest of the Argentinian players, because a lot of them are players that I've known for years when I was a little kid. So to be standing on the same pitch as them, like, it's sort of just like a dream. We play with them on FIFA, and now playing with them in real life, trying to defend them, chasing after them. It's crazy. I think football brings you to different places. You can go from one side of the world to the other side of the world, all for the same reason, which is why I think football is a special sport. Yeah, I think that's why a lot of people play it and love the sport. I want to give them just a lot of happy times, a lot of smiles, a lot of cheering. I think when I watch matches and I see the fans cheer when a goal is scored, that's a really special feeling for me. When I watch that, I'm just like, that's what I want to do for my fans here. So I think I just want to make the fans proud and bring joy to them.